Oh, it's terrible. So we're waiting for an apology. They want to do it again. I'll do it again, but they got to don't you think I should make them apologize?
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill,
the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
Why attack universities? Why attack journalism?
And in fact, in honor of you, I just sued CBS today because of 60 Minutes.
This was a word salad edit. You remember the word salad edit?
That happens all even.
What's going on, guys? We got to talk about the frauds over at CBS News trying to force Donald Trump to accept this $15 million settlement. He says that's not enough money. He wants an apology. They're saying that he wants more money. I don't even think it's necessarily about the money. I think he wants an apology, and unless he gets it, he's going to force CBS to kind of keep trying to offer more money and drag this thing out more and more and more until they admit that they did something wrong. Otherwise, they're going to go to court, they're going to go to trial, and then a bunch of information is going to come out that makes them look horrible. This CNN panel is melting down about it like he's extorting poor CBS News, which is owned by Paramount. And I'm like, guys, they're I don't know about more powerful, but they're the big bad corporation. They're going to be in power long after Trump is president. So I don't exactly know if I want to feel like or would agree that Trump is bullying them. But without further ado, let's go ahead and react to what they have to say about this and all this whining and crying that they're doing.
Breaking news tonight, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that Paramount has offered the president $15 million to settle his lawsuit against CBS News over what he claims is a deceptively edited 60 Minutes interview with Kamala Harris. However, sources familiar with the negotiations say Trump's team wants more. They are asking for $25 million and pushing for an apology from CBS News.
As they should.
No surprises there. Trump just wants more money.
I said that during the break. They should have offered $30 million. Whether you agree with this or not, CBS and the heads there, they have a fiduciary responsibility to get that company sold for the $8 billion that their stakeholders are expecting by any means necessary. And if that means they have to up it by $10 more million in there, $15 more million bucks, they have to do so. They're going to get $8 billion.
Isn't that
the company's only worth, I think, $7 billion.
You're being shaken down by the president of investors.
How is it extortion when you're literally trying to get a settlement? You're saying they did something wrong. You're suing them. Of course, when you sue them, you're suing for damages. You want them to help you recover damages. What do you mean extortion? This is a stupid thing to say.
Yes, you need to sell the company.
When the president of the United States shows down and he tries to institute a shakedown, you have to settle as quickly as possible. But they want a bunch of money so you can get your Skydance deal. I want to focus on the political dimensions.
So sell the CBS.
I think we should go back to the source of the problem.
Let me let him finish. Kevin, let me let him finish.
This is gross and unseemly. We're supposed to have a free press in this country, and there is something dreadfully wrong when the president of the United States is filing nuisance lawsuits and trying to take tens of millions of dollars from private companies.
Wait a second. This was a word salad edit. You remember the word salad edit?
That happens all, even at this network. That happens.
Wasn't that much better than
this
the
had no merit. If this claim had no merit. Wait. If this claim had no merit, we wouldn't be talking about whether it
has no merit.
But they don't have to settle the lawsuit.
But they might imperil their deal.
I have a question. How do you guys
what's up with these people like just trying to talk over any conservative who has anything to say? Basically remove their voice from the conversation, and anything that they have to say basically doesn't matter because nobody can hear it. We all saw the stupid Kamala Harris interview. She always fumbles anything that she says. So of course, anything that makes her look good, then yes, they obviously edited it, and they even released the full interview and proved that they edited it. So I don't understand why this is even up for debate at this point.
Defend the biggest whining titty baby.
Excuse me. Did all the executives of CBS lose their jobs on 60 Minutes? Yes or no? Yes. Was it a word salad edit? Yes.
No.
Did they breach their covenant as reporters? Yes.
Wait, what covenant?
Who lost their job?
What covenant are you talking about?
You know, we've had this.
Oh, yeah, I know. What are you talking about?
And you said it doesn't matter. Everybody edits.
Yeah.
They
you know
edited her word salad to make her sound better.
But you know, hold on. Let me remind you.
Don't remind me. I was there.
So, since you're bringing up
word
our previous
salad,
many
don't
conversations about this. When is Joe Biden going to sue Fox News over editing Donald Trump's comments in an interview to make it sound better than it was? Then everybody should just sue.
He can sue.
Then bring on the claim.
Okay? Everybody should just sue because Donald Trump has been the beneficiary.
They all got whacked.
Who lost Donald Trump has been a beneficiary of the very thing
word
he's
salad.
complaining
If you
about.
can't speak,
Kevin,
don't edit it and try and make it better.
Kevin,
But you know what?
I love how they always try to conflate everything and say, well, Donald Trump did. First off, we're not talking about Trump. Every conversation doesn't have to always go back to Trump. Democrats do stuff wrong. Can we focus on one thing at a time for once? Secondly, the fact that they always try to say that Donald Trump did something comparable is laughable. He can obviously speak better than Kamala Harris and Sleepy Joe. Like, give me a freaking break. It's not even up for debate.
There were people resigning because
they got whacked.
No, the executive producer of 60 Minutes resigned because Sherry Redstone wants this.
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
That's called getting whacked.
Well, try being quiet.
The head of CBS News, Wendy McMahon, announced this morning that she would leave the network. In a statement, McMahon said, quote, "It's become clear that the company and I do not agree on the path forward. It's time for me to move on and for this organization to move forward with new leadership." Now, this move comes one day after the season finale of 60 Minutes, the network's marquee program. It's at the center of a $20 billion lawsuit filed by President Trump over an interview with Kamala Harris last fall. CBS's parent company, Paramount, has been in talks to settle the suit ahead of a potential acquisition.
And let me explain that the executive producer of 60 Minutes resigned because Sherry Redstone wanted this sale to go through. They asked 60 Minutes, which is the gold standard in journalism, they asked them, what Trump stories are you planning on doing? The executive producer said, we can no longer operate as an independent news operation. I'm stepping aside. This week, Scott Pelley spoke beautifully at Wake Forest University about how important it is for news agencies to be able to operate independently.
But in this moment, this morning, our sacred rule of law is under attack. Journalism is under attack. Universities are under attack. Freedom of speech is under attack. And insidious fear is reaching through our schools, our businesses, our homes, and into our private thoughts.
Look at you. Stupid. Now I'm stupid, huh? I look stupid. That's what you're thinking? You look stupid. Dumb.
Imagine inviting this level of a propagandist to your university so they can give some woke behind speech. Back in 2021 and 2022, you guys remember how much stuff you could post online about the pandemic and not have someone take it down or threaten, if you have a YouTube channel, threaten to remove your entire channel? There was threats and actions taken nonstop. You even had people saying that if you have an infraction on one platform, they should remove you from all social media platforms. And they were trying to take action to take Fox News off the air. Let's not forget about that. So these people love to take action and commit lawfare and suppress speech whenever it's convenient for them, whenever it supports their side. That's what they love to do. But when it comes to someone fighting back and doing something anywhere close to what they were doing, all of a sudden they're having these meltdowns. CBS is enabled to do whatever they want. They have a bunch of woke anchors and say a bunch of crazy stuff about Donald Trump all the time, every day. They're still doing it right now. And no one does anything. No one has a problem with you saying bad stuff about Trump or Republicans. But what they do have a problem with is you intentionally trying to contort, like manipulate interviews and make the candidate on the right look bad, and then manipulate interviews to make the candidate on the left look good. That's wrong. That's election interference. And that's exactly what you're not supposed to do. Your journalistic integrity is already faltering. It's already failed. So to try to blame this on Trump is asinine. if there was no merit to it, you wouldn't be offering any money. You don't want the truth to come out when they start subpoenaing all these records and then they expose your stupid dumbasses as the frauds and hacks and political activists that you are. Just look at how this guy was talking. This was a CBS guy. This looked like some sort of neutral, objective journalist to you?
We have seen time and again across every network bend the knee to this administration.
We gotta go.
We'll
continue this in the break.
In my opinion, Donald Trump should just keep on toying with him. Just keep on raising the price. Never let him settle. Just let it go to trial. Screw it. Just let it go to trial, because obviously it's not about the money. Trump said he wanted an apology. He basically wants them to admit they did something wrong. They don't want to do that. They don't want it to go to trial. I say let it go. Let the evidence come out and publish every single thing that you're allowed to legally publish, so we can find out what statements were made, what things were written, the type of way that they talk about MAGA and Trump supporters and other news media organizations. Because if this political hack that we saw is any indication, these people have a myriad of skeletons in their closet and they deserve to be exposed. I'd love that more than anything. But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
So they're asking, but think of this. So CBS gets a license, and the license is based on honesty. I think they have to take their license away. I do.